Hello everyone and welcome back to spooky season. The reason why I am so excited right now is because, and I say this at the very beginning of the tutorial, because this is actually the first part of a video or video that I'm filming, first filming session as I like to call it, of spooky season. This is it, day one. I put them up an hour ago. They went up an hour ago. It's the 24th of August and they went up. But yeah, because my Lush one I won't be filming for another little bit, even though that one has already gone up. But here we are, we're in for our first spooky season or second spooky season video, my first spooky season video. And this one is going to be a 2 looks, 1 palette using the beautiful Glamlite Friday the 13th Camp Crystal Lake palette. Look at that lenticular packaging, she is stunning. And yeah, this is my favourite. I say this a lot in the video, it's my favourite palette that Glamlite have come out with for the Hello Mr. Motorbike, for the horror collections that they've done so far. There's 2 more coming out. There's a trick or treat collection and there is a Halloween collection. I don't know what they're going to do for those yet. But this is my favourite colour story so far and I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it so much and I love this look that I done. This look kind of gives me the vibes of Jason himself. Like these are the kind of tones I see in Jason, like those kind of murky greens, the purpley tones just give me that kind of vibe. Also slightly Beetlejuice. Now, if you want to see my first time actually using that, I done that in the last spooky season. If you want to go check that out, I will leave it up there and I will leave it down there. And I have a playlist for spooky season last year as well if you want to check out all the videos I done. But I did do, although actually no, this one didn't go up in spooky season. This one went up just after spooky season, but I'll still link it anyway because it didn't arrive in time. Which I'm worried about with the Halloween collection and the trick or treat collection, that they're not going to arrive in time for spooky season. I have them kind of pushed right back to the end of the season, but I'm still worried about it. I'm still stressed. So if they don't come in, I will fill the spots with another kind of video. Just before we get into the tutorial, my Instagram is linked down below where I post all the up close eye pictures and full face pictures of all of my looks. And I'm doing my backlog of all my spooky season that I didn't get to post last year and other years. And my TikTok is down there for a little bit of extra content. Again, backlog, but also still filming new content, so go follow both of those down below. So let us not ramble. I am excited. This is my first filming session for spooky season and I'm very excited. So let us get into look number 1. Hello, welcome back to spooky season. I'm just letting you know now I'm extra excited right now because this is actually the first look that I'm filming. Look at my bat in the corner, look at him, he's new. Got him last year, but I got it towards the end of spooky season, so I didn't put him up. I've got a little ghosty just over there beside him, but my little baddie's cute. But this is the first first look that I'm filming right before I go fly in less than 24 hours to go to Tenerife for 2 weeks. But I just want to get spooky season started before I go. But we are going to be doing our first look with the Friday the 13th palette, the Camp Crystal Lake palette here. She is my favourite of all the horror releases that Glamlite have came out with. And I love this colour story. I think it's beautiful. So today we are going to be getting into some of these kind of plummy shades here. This one, probably this brown, I think, because I kind of I'm interested in it. I don't know why. A little bit of this murky green. I think the dark brown, I'm not sure. We're going to basically do the green on the inner part of the crease and then the mauvey shade on the outer part of the crease, a green lower lash line, super smoky and grungy. I don't know what kind of lip I want to do yet, but we'll decide once the look is on. I'll get the vibes for it, but that is what we're going for and I am so excited. Okay, so we are going to start with the shade Unlucky Day, this one right here, this mauve shade. Now there's not really light kind of blending mattes in here, but that's okay because this is aimed to be grungy and we like a grungy, so I don't mind it being a little bit messy. Not that it will be messy, but you know what I mean, just to get it'll be more of a harsher blend, so you want to just spend a little bit more time with it. We're using Jason, there he is, and now I have a mirror for all my spooky palettes, so I'm going to be using them all. So I'm starting with that shade on the outer corner. This is a 224 brush from MAC. Going to start with this and we're going to just slowly start to work that in and just start really blending out as you go, just really focusing this on the outer corner. And I'm only going in about this far, so just leaving a little third on the inside there for my green. This is a beautiful shade. I always thought this was a weird color in this palette, but I actually really like it. Very pretty. I really like that color. That is really nice because it's dark but it blends out really nice and kind of not bright, but you know what I mean, light. Okay, so next on a brush that I don't know where I got it. There's no name on it. And just a small little more detailer blending brush. I'm going to take F13 down here, the black. I was thinking about using the brown, but I'm going to use the black because I feel like I don't use like full on black eyeshadow that often, and I just wanted to try it. So only a little dab because black will take over. Oh, yeah, see what I mean? Very pigmented. Little dab. I'm just going to focus this on the outer corner just to build up a little bit of depth out here, because you will notice for most of my looks this spooky season, they will all be very dark. But I do love that. I love that kind of makeup. It's just giving a little bit of depth just in that corner. Just going back in with a little bit more of that mauve shade, the Unlucky Day shade, and just helping that merge. Very light dab because it is very pigmented, just to help them merge with the black. So I've had a hectic week. Let's just say that, because I had a lot of things to do in prep for going away and also in prep for filming. So on Wednesday I filmed today is what, Saturday, the 24th of August. That's how early I have to start filming for spooky season, yes. Especially when I'm going away. And I filmed my last like non-spooky season look, one of my September videos on Wednesday, and then got home Thursday, didn't do anything because I was working till 9 o'clock, so I edited that morning, and then that was it. And then Friday, so yesterday, I went and got my nails done. They are kind of still spooky season because it is like a peachy orange, but they're quite bright. For actual like Halloween, I am going to change them again. But I got them done, got my wax done for bikini season, even though we're going into autumn, but you know, we have a very late holiday in the year. And then today, Saturday, I woke up super early. I had to go get a few more bits. I packed yesterday as well, so I'm all packed, ready to go, apart from a few little things I have to add in. Then I got back, I was like, I need to decorate because I want to get this video filmed. I want to just start my spooky season before I go, so when I come back, it's a whole process. While I'm chatting away, I'm going to take the shade Camp Counselor, this beautiful khaki green, and I'm taking that on a Friday 13th brush. It's one of their like, it's very soft. It just gives a really nice diffused look. So yeah, I wanted to get some filming done because there is a reason. Normally I start my spooky season filming the day that the Lush Halloween range comes out, but that happens on the 29th of August, and I am away until the 7th of September. And I am very annoyed about it. Yes, I'm going away, but still, I'm annoyed that I'm not here for my spooky day. I will still have my spooky day. I'm just kind of blending these two in together. And this is going right up underneath my eyebrow, by the way. I should probably still talk about what I'm actually doing. My spooky day is basically I get up, I go into the city centre, dressed in some spooky-esque clothes, some horror clothes, and go buy all my Halloween stuff that I want to get, come home, put a scary film on, film a look, put another scary film on, and then film my Lush haul. That is my spooky day, and it's one of my favourite days every year. But I don't get that this year, not in the order that I want it to be. I will still get my day, don't worry. It will still happen that way, just not on the day I want it to be, because I usually like to do it on the Lush launch and then kick off from there. So because of that, I was like, I need to start my spooky season before that though. So I'm starting today on the 24th of August. Get some content done for you guys, get it in, and I'm just in Halloween mode. I know I'm going on holidays and we're going to Tenerife, so very summery holiday, but I am just in the spooky mood right now. Okay, so now we're going to take the same shade again, Camp Counselor, and we're going to take just this teeny weeny little blush brush for my lower lash line, and we're going to like pat that all along my lower lash, connecting with the outer corner. Because these are so grungy, it doesn't really matter if they murky up, because green and purple don't usually blend well together, but they're murky anyway, so if they murky up, it's absolutely fine. Bringing that all the way across, thick enough, or as thick as you like it to be. I have quite big round eyes, so I like a good bit of colour under the eyes. I could also be a little bit more tan than I am right now, because I do like to sunbathe. I do wear high factor with my SPF, but I do like to sit in the sun, and now I have a Kindle, so my sitting in the sun is going to be amazing. Okay, I've just slightly wiped off that brush, that really small brush I use, and I just want to go in, before I start blending, I just want to go in with F13, the black again, and this is just going to go really close to the lashes. It's a very pigmented black, it's a very good black, blends very easy as well, especially for a black, because black eyeshadows are quite difficult to work with sometimes. And I'm only going to go about halfway with this because I don't want to cover too much of the green. I definitely want it to still be green. Okay, now I'm going to take this brush. This is a MAC 512 SES. It's I've wiped it off. It's not fully clean, but I've wiped it off. There's a bit of orange kind of staining on it. And we're going to take the Camp Counselor shade, the green that we just used, and we're going to use that same shade to smoke the lower lash just to keep the green going. Blend it down as far as you want. I like it down quite far. Okay, loving. It's also kind of giving Beetlejuice vibes, which is quite fitting because the Beetlejuice movie just came out as this video is going up, but it's actually not actually out yet. That's another thing I'm annoyed about, actually, because it comes out on the 6th of September and I'm not home until the next day. I'd love to be there for the launch, but I'm not going to be until the following week. It's annoying, but we have to move on. Okay, now we're going to take some Too Faced Glitter Insurance because my NYX one is packed away for my holidays. Because yes, I do wear, not low, like I wouldn't go with this big or dramatic on my holidays because I couldn't be bothered. I'd rather, and it's too warm for all that. So, but I do like to wear my makeup, so, and I like my sparkly eyeshadows, so I always bring those on my NYX glitter primer. When I am traveling, I kind of just bring like my basic skin. I usually use Face and Body from MAC as my foundation because it's very light and lightweight and just easy to apply, and I don't need to bring a brush for it because I use my fingers to apply that. And what else do I bring? Just my general basic makeup, and then I just kind of add in like small palettes, like the Huda Beauty ones. I packed a few of those, and a Colourpop palette as well, a few liners to go with it, and then a couple of lip options. I don't always use everything, but I like to know it's there. Okay, sticking with the same brush. I don't know if I said what it is. It's a BB207 brush, just a flat brush like this. I was going to use Summer Camp, the bronzy kind of brown here, but I'm actually going to use this one, which is Axe. It's more the green, and I don't think I've used this yet. I think I used this one in my first impressions, but I think we'll use this more olivey shimmer. It picks up well on the brush. So we're going to just pop this on the eye. That is so beautiful. It's like a silvery green. Stunning, and it goes really well with those colours. I love this look already. Okay, now I'm just going to go back in with Unlucky Day, which is that plummy shade, and we're just going to pat that over the green just to get a nice blend between these two. You can use the black, but I want more of that plum on the outer corner. Then going back in with a little bit more Camp Counselor, just on the same brush we use for that inner part of the crease, and just over the edge of that shimmer, just start softening that in because I don't want that to be harsh. I want this to be very just like colours placed on the eye, no kind of harshness between them, no precision, even though I am being precise with it. Okay, last little step for this look, we're going to take Jason Lives, the beautiful silver in this palette. I think I used this in my first impressions. I'm not too sure. It's been an entire year, or almost a year, since I've used it, so I can't actually remember what I done. I know the colours I used, like the colour scheme I had going on, and because I wanted to use the lashes that came with the palette, which had a little bit of red on them, so I done like kind of blue with the emerald and the green. Blue, emerald and red, sorry. Super sparkly, super beautiful. It blends nice into that green as well that's on the lid. Okay, that is it. That is our completed eye look. I'm going to jump off. I've already got my cheeks done, which I don't think I mentioned in the beginning. My brows are on, my cheeks are on, and all that kind of stuff, my eyeshadow primer. But I will finish off my eyes, do a nice lip. Do have a lip that's going to go well with this, but I don't know if I want to use it. I have another lip that will also go well with it. I don't know what I want to do yet, so I will decide and I'll show you what I use when I come back. Alrighty guys, so this is how we finish off the look. I am in love with this look. I was like holding up a few different lip colours and I ended up with this one anyway. So yeah, I will show you what I used in a second. I'm loving this look. So let me show you what I used. So to finish off the eyes, nothing fussy because I wanted just the colours and the shape to speak for themselves. So I went in with my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide on eye pencil in the shade Mildew on my waterline, just a nice olivey khaki green pencil. My mascara then is my Zoeva Infinite Potential Full Volume Mascara. This I think could be the last day of it. I think she's out. And then my lashes are the Cash Beauty Crystal Nights lashes. These are the style Aurora. Super flared on the side, super long. All my dramatic lashes are back for the season and I'm just loving it. For cheeks, I went in with my Made by Mitchell Blursh in the shade Hollo there, the bronzer version, just to contour up my face. And then for my actual blush, I went in with the Beauty Bay liquid blush in the shade Spring, just a soft pink. I want some just kind of soft, easy breezy just on the cheeks to go with these deep colours. And then for highlight, again, kind of easy breezy, but also to kind of match the inner corner, I went in with my Fenty Beauty How Many Carats Diamond Bomb highlighter, just to give that nice super sparkly wet looking effect. And then the lip I decided to go for is the Black Moon Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Purgatory. So it's kind of like that colour there, where the black and the purple mix. That's the colour it is. That's the tone as well. I was between my LA Splash Classic Horror lipstick in Phantom, but that was a bit too blue toned. It wasn't mauvey enough for me. And then the other one I was thinking of, and I was very much going to go for it, was also from LA Splash, the Classic Horror range. It was Monster, which is it's kind of that colour there. I was thinking about that as well, but I kind of wanted dark for this. I wanted a dark lip. I love me a dark lip, so I went with this one. This is what I decided on. So that is it. That is our first look of our 2 looks using the beautiful Friday the 13th Camp Crystal Lake palette, and I am loving it so far. This is definitely my favourite colour story. The formula is the same in all the palettes, so I mean it's amazing anyway. But colour story wise, this is more me because there's a bit more variety, a bit more option in this. I love it. Oh, you can see my ghosty now. There he is. And my bat. Go see my bat. And yeah, I am in love with this so far. So this is our first look. Let us see what we do for look number 2. Alrighty guys, on to look number 2 with the gorgeous Camp Crystal Lake palette from Glamlite for the Friday the 13th collection. And I'm feeling some of these neutrals here, and then doing a pop of colour on my lower lash line with the reds, blood red. And I think I might do some like blood drips or something like that coming out where the red is on my lower lash line. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a little bit creepy. I think it'll be very cute. My skin is on, my brows are on, my eyeshadow primer is on, which will all be listed down below. And my bronzer, blush and highlighter are all done, which I will go through towards the end of the look. I'm very blushy, I'm very highlighty. It got a little bit out of hand, but we're fine. And it'll all come together at the end. Okay, so I'm going to start with the shade Death Curse, this really beautiful dark cool tone brown. And I'm taking this on an e.l.f. contour brush, which is like a little small stubby blending brush. And that, I've obviously got my Jason mirror again. That is going to go on the outer corner. Just a standard enough eye, but with a different lower lash line, obviously. So just building that up, and then I'm going to bring it all the way through the crease. Okay, and just as another extra shade, I'm just going to take Unlucky Day just to blend this shade out a little bit, because it is quite dark. I mean, I could just go in with a clean brush and blend, but I kind of want to use this shade again. This is just AV Cosmetics. It's a kind of similar shape to what I just used from that e.l.f. brush, but just a fluffier, softer version of it. And we're going to take just a dab and start working that around the edges of the brown. I don't really even need to see this mauve be like super prominent. It's more just there for blending. And while we are blending, I will let you know that I am back from my holidays as of last night. It's currently the 8th of September. The first look of this video was obviously filmed 2 weeks ago from the day I'm filming it right now, because I filmed it just before I was leaving. I'm just getting that to like fade out into the skin where I need it to. But yeah, this is the first day back of me filming. I also done my Lush haul. Well, I haven't filmed it yet, but I've bought my stuff today, which I will be filming straight after this look, if I have time. It's currently 8 o'clock in the evening, but hopefully I don't get too tired. But yeah, it's weird. I feel like the 2 weeks flew in, but it also felt like it dragged in because I had a ball, had a great time, but I feel like I've been away so long. I've missed so many things. Obviously the Lush haul, the new Beetlejuice movie came out on the 6th, which I still haven't seen yet, but I will. Also, if I do lift my hand and you see a bandage on it, it's nothing serious. The bandage is a little bit dramatic actually, but when I was at the beach, I tripped and fell with my hand out onto some sharp rocks, and I have a big kind of gashes on my hand. The reason I have the bandage on is because the scabs keep catching on my clothes and it's freaking me out, so I put the bandage on so it just stops that from happening. It's very dramatic though, like very dramatic. Okay, so now onto some shimmer. I'm going to take my Too Faced Glitter Insurance and we are going to dab a little bit of that. I just have it on the back of my hand. Onto this brush. I really don't have any clean brushes right now. This is my last flat brush that I have here to use. It's a little bit flimsier than I like, but it'll still work. And I'm just going to take that the glitter primer onto the lid, just patting it over where I want it to be. Just a thin layer, just enough to get it a little bit tacky. Okay, and then I said I was going to use the shade Summer Camp, this neutral bronze shade, but I'm actually going to use the mauve. This one here, this is Can't Hide. like beautiful shimmery lavender lilac sort of shade. I just wiped off that brush. I'm just taking a little bit of that on the same brush. And we're going to pop this on the lid. It's going to be quite a bright lid compared to the crease in the outer corner. That is very pretty. Very pretty for a Jason palette. I'm just going to take a little bit more of the mauve on that same V Cosmetics brush. I'm just going to use that shade to dab in between where the mattes meet the shimmer. That is it for the top, and I think that is very pretty. Kind of neutral, just kind of smoky. Now we're going to do the lower lash line. So what I'm going to do is actually take my pencil first. So I'm going to take the shade Basic Red from MAC. It's one of their chromographic pencils. And this is like a super true bright red. I'm going to pop this on my waterline. This is not going to be for everyone. I want to pop it all the way across. If you want it to be not as like intensely red to where it looks like, you know, sore eyes, I don't mind that though. You could do like a deep burgundy or a black and blend it out with the reds if you wanted to. But I want bright red. I'm going to take a little bit of it and just run that along my lower lash line. Then before that sets too much, because that kind of pencil does set a little bit, I'm going to take New Blood, this deeper red up here. And this is just a little angle brush that I have. I don't know where I got it from. Just whatever. I'm going to set over the bit of red that's on the lower lash. And then we're going to take Camp Blood, which is the slightly brighter red. I don't necessarily think you need both reds in here because they're very similar. Maybe do one as a shimmer, but whatever. I'm going to take this on a BB205 brush from Beauty Bay, which is like a flat, slightly fluffy brush. And I'm going to use this to buffer out the edge of that, just so it's nice and smoky. And blend it down as far as you want it. I'm going to be doing blood drips on my hands. It doesn't really matter how dramatic the shading goes. Okay, last step, I'm going to take the shade Can't Hide again, that lavender shimmer. I'm just going to take it on my baby finger because I don't have any more clean brushes. And I'm going to pop that just as my inner corner highlight, just a little pop in there. Okay, I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit just for the blood drips so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to take something that I haven't used in ages. It's an Inglot eyeliner and it's number 79. Now mine is definitely dried up, but I have a reactivator for it, which I just popped in a little bit there. I use the Inglot Duraline with them because it still works to set down the product. Just get it to a consistency that you like it to be. It's almost like just water activated liners and things like that. And I don't really know how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just, this is a Cash Beauty K12 brush by the way, just a little liner brush. I'm gonna start by doing like a thin line. Can you see? Yes, okay. Thin line from like right from up where my lashes are. Thin line. And then make it thicker. Kind of like a teardrop, but like longer. Do a slightly longer one. Is it cute? Is it a bit weird? Kind of like it though. I have an idea that I might do in a minute. I'll show you at the end though. Yeah, I do kind of like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same on the other eye. You don't need to see both. It's going to be the same, maybe not the exact same pattern, but like very similar. On the other eye, I'm going to finish off my eyes, do a nice lip, and then I will let you know what I use when I come back. Alrighty guys, so this is how I finish off the look. I love how this turned out. My bandage is really distracting me. But this is the look. I am in love. I didn't brush my hair today because I still have like my waves in from when I was on holidays. And I kind of like it. It's kind of messy, it's kind of witchy, kind of love it. So let me go through everything that I used on my face. So to finish off the eyes, the only extra things that I done was popped mascara on. I have now moved on to one of my favourite mascaras that I've ever used, ever. I used it way before I had a little sample of it, and then I bought the full size one. This is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. If you want big bang and lashes, this is the one to go for. I usually do 2 coats on the top and 1 on the bottom, and yeah, she's unreal. For my lashes then, I went in with my House of Lashes Noir Faux Mink collection in the shade Opulent Noir. That's the box there. Super nice, kind of wispy, but doesn't cover up any of the gorgeous shimmers on the eyes. And then I did, as I said, want to add an extra thing to this just to really make it pop, and it is little rhinestones on the blood drips from the eyes. So I use these ones from Shein. I have these in loads of different colours. I use the size number 10, 9, 8 and 7. Yes, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, just different sizes depending on the size of the blood drip. Onto cheeks then, I'm a little bit more tan, not gonna lie, than I was before I went away. I actually got a tan this time. So I used my Juvia's Place cream bronzer in the shade Buttercream. That's what she looks like. I know that looks very pale here, but it does really warm up the skin. And I can get away with some of my warmer foundation shades as well. For blush, I'm veering slightly in the slasher verse. Could be controversial to use this, but I use my Ghost Face blush from Glamlite, and because it's red and I wanted a red blush to go with the blood on the eyes and the lower lash line, and yeah, that's it there. And then to kind of tie in with the red, but it's a little bit more pink, I don't really have red as a highlighter, I went in with my Blend Bunny Cosmetics Knock Delucent highlighter palette. I know this is being discontinued currently as I'm filming this. It could be already discontinued by now, but I love this and I'm going to continue to use it regardless. I use the shade Phenomena, which kind of has like a pink reflect to it. You could use this, but it would be a bit too copper for this look. I wanted more like pink, so I use Phenomena. And then for lips, a little bit of a combo, but it's actually perfect the way I wanted it to turn out. So I use my MAC lip pencil in Plum, which is like a plummy brown. It's like a mauve brown, which I think is perfect for this look. And then I went in with my Black Moon Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Bone, which is a really pale mauve shade. So I lined my lips, filled it all in with the pencil, went over with this, and then used the pencil just kind of feathering the edges so I didn't have a really harsh outer line. I don't really like that on me, but it's kind of a little bit of a gradient on the lip and I love it. And that is it. That is everything that is on my face. That is our second look with the gorgeous Camp Crystal Lake palette, the Friday the 13th palette from Glamlite. There's the lenticular packaging, look at that. And I love this. This is definitely, so far, my favourite palette that Glamlite come out with for their horror range. We do still have the Halloween collection, which as of this moment has not been released. They've only released what the bag is going to look like, that's all. And I don't know if they're going to do a whole full collection for Trick or Treat and a palette and everything like that. I don't know what they're coming out with for that, but there is another collection coming out as well. So far, this is my favourite colour story. This is my favourite vibe. I love this so much. And I've said it before, Friday the 13th, not my favourite slasher. I love it, but it's not my favourite slasher. Favourite slasher would be original Halloween and Chucky. Probably Child's Play, the original Child's Play, and Scream. They'd be more of my favourites, but colour story wise, this is the one. So I want to know down in the comments below, which look is your favourite? I don't know. I loved my grungy, kind of dark, slightly witchy looking vibe of the first look, but this is very Halloween. This is like just cool Halloween makeup. You could do this as like a glam Halloween look and like dress up in whatever way you want to. And that is it. And I love this. But I want to know down in the comments below, what is your favourite? And we will go with whatever you guys pick. If you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support. Get me around for people and also let me know that you like the video, and I will continue to do many more. And don't forget to subscribe down below to see many more videos coming. We are in the middle, well, not in the middle, we're at the beginning end of spooky season. And yeah, I am just feeling myself. I've also got one of my murder apparel tops on. This one says, I like murder shows, comfy clothes, and maybe 3 people. And yeah, I am just living my best life right now. I'm loving it. And in between filming right now, I'm actually watching Beetlejuice, the original Beetlejuice, before I go see the new one that comes out, because obviously I'm filming these in advance. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below, where I post all my plus eye pictures and full face pictures of all of my looks, and my TikTok is down there for a little bit of extra content if you want to go give both of those a follow. And that is it. That is our 2 looks, 1 palette using the Glamlite Friday the 13th palette, and I love it. So I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.